Namaskar. I welcome all our viewers at this juncture of the video program Opportunities in the Higher Education. To know about commerce, management studies, hospitality, and the vocational, we have invited Dr. Preeta Malya in our studio. Ma'am, I welcome you. Before we start with our discussion, I would like to introduce Professor Preeta Malya. Professor Preeta Malya have done her graduation in economics from Fergusson College, University of Pune, and master's degree in economics from Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics. MPhil was awarded to you by Pune University, and also PhD was awarded in management studies by Goa University in the year 2005. You have presented many research papers on all the platforms, especially on the academic platforms. A well-known resource person in management and the commerce studies vocational, Dr. Preeta Malya has been principal of Shri Damodar College since January 2014. Ma'am, again, I welcome you. We would like to know what are the opportunities when it comes to the commerce, management studies, hospitality, and the vocational.
Yeah, thank you, Rupa, for that very kind introduction. Commerce, management, and hospitality are broadly quite related programs to one another, and all of you would know that commerce is the most popular undergraduate program among students, particularly in Goa. So I'll start with commerce and then I'll move on to the others. So in commerce, we have a total of 22 colleges offering the popular BCom program. There are 12 colleges in South and 10 in the North, and the seats are roughly equally divided between these two. There are 1,900 plus in the South and little less than 1,900 in the North, giving a total of about 3,800 seats in Goa.
Okay.
And those numbers, of course, can go up if there are more applicants, because the DHE as well as Goa University does give colleges an additional 10% of seats if there is an excess demand. So I think you can safely say there are about 4,000 seats are available.
Intake of the students.
Yeah. So students joining at first year, there are 4,000 seats available for them, roughly. In commerce, there is also, one college, Dempo College, which offers a different program. It's called the Integrated MCom, which a student joins after 12th and then can go after 4 years, graduates with a master's rather than an undergraduate, rather than a bachelor's degree. Will graduate with a master's degree. Now, of course, under NEP, all undergraduate programs are also becoming 4-year programs. So there will be a separate ordinance, I think, coming for that. So this is as far as commerce goes. So widely available anywhere for students who are interested. And for details about how many seats each college has, what is the intake, every college website is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
All the details are there on those websites. And prospectuses, everybody will put up now. Within, I think, by the second week of May, every college will have its prospectus.
It is the annual feature.
yeah, this is the time. And coming now to management, this is, compared to commerce, this is a relatively newer undergraduate area, but not so new also. I think must be almost 20 years now. There are several BBA programs available. There is what is known as the general sort of BBA. It's not called that. It's just called BBA, but people tend to refer to it as BBA General to distinguish it from the others. The BBA is available in 9 colleges, and there are a total of about 300 seats. The intake is about 300 seats, North as well as South together. Then you have some specialized BBA programs. There is a BBA in Travel and Tourism, which is available in 3 colleges, and there are about 100 plus seats there. Then there is a BBA in Hospitality, and which is available at Siddharth Goa. That has 30 seats. Then there is a BBA in Shipping and Logistics, which is available at MES College. And there is a BBA in Financial Services, which is available at Shri Damodar College. These have varying number of seats. They vary from 30 to 80. So that also will be available on individual college websites. That is as far as BBA goes. And The university has something called an integrated MBA. So a student joins after 12th. If they do 3 years, they can leave after 3 years with a BBA.
Oh.
Otherwise, they continue for an additional 2 years and then they can get an MBA. So after 12, this is also an option. This is a BBA in hospitality and travel and tourism. So that is the program there.
So quite a good number of seats for all these commerce and the management studies in the Goa. Madam, you mentioned about the BBA hospitality.
Yes.
Any other courses
In the hospitality?
Yeah, in the hospitality.
Yeah, this is, in response to the fact that Goa is such a major tourism destination. There are quite a few institutions which are offering, there is BSc in hospitality, there is a BSc in culinary, there is VVOC in culinary. So there are institutions which are offering hospitality and culinary studies. Just to take one more minute of your time, there are students who don't understand what hospitality is. There are students who come and ask whether it is in any way related to hospitals, which is, something that I think we need to clear, because English is not our first language. So hospitality really refers to, things like hotels. So the study would include things like food and beverages, front office management, hotel management. So this is what is covered in the culinary and the hospitality studies which are there. So there is a BSc, BBA, BVOC, which just shows you how interdisciplinary the whole sector is. And when I mention BVOC, I'll go to the BVOC programs also. There are 6 institutions in Goa which offer the BVOC program in a range of areas. There are 3 institutions which offer in software. So software technology, software development. Then there is at the university, then they have now started a BVOC program, which is in instrumentation. And then you have one college which is offering in banking and financial services, and the one which I mentioned, which is in culinary arts. So the BVOC is like a UGC initiative, to impart skills. So all these institutions have tie-ups with the sector skill councils at Delhi. So there is a very large skill component, which is what almost guarantees them jobs once they are done with their undergraduate studies. And I would also like to mention that the Goa University on its campus earlier you would know that there was only postgraduate studies. But in the last 2 or 3 years, they have ventured into, even undergraduate education. So a student, who has cleared standard 12 can even look to the Goa University campus. They have 2 integrated programs. One is the IMBA, which I mentioned to you, and the other is the integrated MSc program in data science. So that is also similar. It's a 5-year program. If they complete 3 and they want to leave, they will leave with a BSc. And if they all complete all the 5 years, they get an integrated MSc. So it's a very new area in data science. And the university is also now offering BA in French and BA in Portuguese. The intake there is just approximately 20 students each. And they have a BLib. Bachelor, it's not called BLib anymore. It's called Bachelor of Library and Information Science. So that was not available anywhere. Students used to do it through IGNOU. So now Goa University is offering that also on campus. So Standard 12 students also can go to the university campus and find programs for themselves. So that is the entire area. There are lots of opportunities really for students.
But we would like to know what is the eligibility to get admission for all these courses.
For BCom, it is standard 12. Whatever you have come from, it could be arts, science, commerce, but anybody is eligible to join a BCom program.
Any passing percentage? What is the eligibility?
No,
any percentage for it?
No, a pass. A pass at standard 12 can get you a seat in for BCom. For a BBA, it is generally, of course, the eligibility is standard 12, but the admission criteria, there would be consideration of the standard 12 marks. Every institution has an entrance test, and every institution also conducts interviews. So it's really 3 criteria. It's your standard 12, it's your performance at the entrance test, and there is also the performance at the interview. How much is the weightage and all, it differs across colleges and across programs.
So are there any placement programs when it comes to these commerce studies?
Yeah, every college now tries to place students. So
Okay.
when they are in third year, students sign up for placements, and a lot of placements do happen at the college level.
Yeah.
But the DHE is also now having common placement programs across colleges, so those would also.
Yeah, and related to this, again, my question to you, ma'am, that what are the opportunities when it comes to in the segment I want to ask, when it comes to the commerce, management studies, and the vocational in India or in Goa, in India, outside India?
Do you mean educational or do you mean work career opportunity?
Career opportunity.
See, the beauty of the commerce and the management degrees is that they can take up any kind of a job. Like you look at any organization today, any organization, whether it's small or whether it's large, there are functions there, there are jobs there that, like for example, there's everyone has to have maintain accounts. Everybody has to run the organization.
Exactly.
There is sales, there is marketing. So whether you're a commerce graduate or a management graduate, the opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
You just have to, be good at your.
We have to explore all the.
And your attitude has to be good, and you can get a job anywhere. The opportunities are endless for commerce and management graduates. There is no dearth of opportunities.
But still, then our students would like to know update information of all these courses.
Yeah.
Any website or where they can go.
For
any updated information
about the education,
in
Goa.
In Goa.
The DHE website, when they will be applying now for admission, the IIMS through the portal, they will get a list of all the colleges offering all the programs.
Yeah.
So they can pick and choose. They can find. That is the advantage of the centralized admission, that students now know where programs are available and they can apply. Earlier, I think, students used to hesitate. Students coming particularly from villages were not sure whether they would get into colleges in cities. But now they are applying and they're finding that they're getting seats. So, the world is opening up for students from everywhere. So.
Yeah. Ma'am, any message for our students, the 12th pass students? Especially who would like to seek the admission in the commerce and the management studies?
Just that there are enough seats. But when you're applying for admission, apply wisely looking at your marks, because if your marks are not at the top end and you're applying to the most popular colleges, you may not get. And then you will have to go for the second round. And in the second round, your second, third choice of seats, college seats also may not be available to you. So, think before you apply, because the portal is open for a long time. So you need to think before you apply. And there's no reason for why you should not get admission, at least to your second choice of colleges.
Thank you very much for providing all the information when it comes to the commerce and the related studies. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.